Hola, amigos, cómo está? Colin Receveur here. Happy Cinco de Mayo. Also, happy birthday to Katie, who's our customer service superhero. Now, contrary to the wishes of a few staff here, I'm not going to be doing this podcast entirely in Spanish, but I will give you a history lesson about Cinco de Mayo and tell you how you can use it to free yourself of the tyranny of the dental insurance companies. Stay tuned. So here's a quick story of Cinco de Mayo, which is actually not Mexican Independence Day. After the Mexican-American War of 1846 to 1848, they had two civil wars, which Mexico refused to pay for. They refused to pay back their foreign debts because they had no money. France used that as an opportunity to invade Mexico in 1861. And with the Mexican government on the run, the French army, they were well trained, well equipped. They were undefeated in 50 years. They had twice as many men as the Mexican army, and they both met, the Mexican and the French armies, came to a battle close to a town named Puebla. On May 5th, 1862, 4,500 Mexicans crushed 8,000 French in what you might call a David versus Goliath matchup. That victory was a catalyst for the Mexican nationalism movement and of course, their pride. It showed the world that love of country and strength of determination could overcome foreign colonialism. Now, the story doesn't end there, because the French army, reinforced with about 30,000 men, finally captured Mexico, but they were only able to hold it for about 3 years, and then ultimately they abandoned the country. So what does all that have to do with dentistry? I regularly hear dentists complain about how little they are paid through certain insurance plans, and rightfully so. Yet, how many patients won't come in to see them unless they accept that insurance? What I want to do is offer you hope that there is another way. Many of our clients have been able to cast off the chains of servitude placed on them by the big dental insurance companies and get back their freedom that attracting the right types of patients can bring them. When you position yourself as the dentist of choice in your market area, the expert in the niches that you want to dominate, and you're the only solution to your patient's needs, insurance really becomes secondary. It just doesn't matter anymore. Just as France conquered Mexico for a while, you might find times a little rough as you transition from an insurance-dependent practice to a full fee-for-service practice. But attracting more and better patients can be your secret to true freedom. Ultimately, you'll find yourself making what you're worth. Position yourself to attract patients who ask, "How soon can we get it done?" instead of, "Does my insurance cover that?" To find out how to do that in much more detail, check out my new book, Attract More Patients in the Next 6 Months Than in the Last 6 Years. Now, while supplies last, we are giving this book away for free just for the cost of shipping, about $5. You can get it at moreandbetterpatients.com. You can also get a copy of our monthly newsletter at swmnewsletter.com. Treat yourself on Cinco de Mayo with a margarita and toast to your upcoming defeat of the dental insurance oppressors. Until next time, keep moving forward.